I get steroids injected into my head and my hair would start growing back in one spot, but then it'd fall out. And they weren't solving the problem, they were solving the symptom. And, after seeing, tons of doctors, endocrine, just all different doctors, that's when I went to the holistic doctor. And then that just, was crazy expensive and just so much going on. And so, wanted to try something different.
What kind of progress you've seen in the last 30 days? Because it's basically been almost 6 weeks. So could you tell me what you've seen so far?
Yeah. So first of all, I have a lot more energy. Feel great overall. I mean, still little minor things, but I know that that'll get taken care of eventually. But the biggest thing is that I did see, I still have a lot of bald spots, but I do see hairs growing in. So I see hairs growing in up here and, kind of along the sides, like down here, I still don't have any hair, but I'm, hoping it'll spread. The hairs are, like far in between, but I'm thinking as they start to grow out, they'll fill in more. But that's I think for me, the most exciting part.
Yes. And I think you said it was like 3 weeks you started noticing it.
Oh, yeah. It was about maybe about 2.5 weeks. I started seeing like little white hairs, and then I've heard other people say it comes in white first. So I started seeing little white hairs and then it started turning brown. So now they are brown, but.
Well, this is really good. This is really exciting because it's been such a short time and you already seen it, which is great. And then, so another thing I want to ask you is, because I know a lot of people tell us that they assume a program is like what they've tried before. Like, how would you say what we do is different? Because I know you've been eating really healthy before this. Like, how would you say this is different?
Yeah, so I did actually have, so I did see a holistic doctor. I do feel like I had success on that. I mean, up until I had, the vaccine and just everything, but when I was following what the holistic doctor did, I did have success. The difference was I was taking probably 30, 40 supplements a day. It was super expensive, just draining all my money, constantly seeing her. This is very different just in terms it's more focused on the food that I eat instead of like tons and tons and tons of supplements. And it's been great. The food is easy to prepare. I mean, I've been I think I told you I started a new job, so I've been, working like crazy just to kind of get caught up, and the food's easy to prepare. I don't have to spend a ton of time with it. I don't have to spend a ton of money on supplements. I mean, I feel like it's something I can do, for a while. No, definitely. I think the program is awesome and I would recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, thank you. I think a lot of people also tell us that when they look at a client, not just videos, but what they say in a client group, they say it's too good to be true. Like they don't believe it. Mm-hmm. Like, did you ever thought that when you looked at our website?
I was hesitant because I have tried a lot of things. I've tried different, I saw, some of your good reviews or whatever. And, I've been kind of following you for a while. It is scary to spend a lot of money up front and just not know like really much about the program. Like I didn't really know what you guys did different. I knew you did something different, but it didn't really say that, we're focusing on, the food, I just didn't really know. But, and I felt like I was already eating healthy. I was already taking supplements. So, but I really appreciate, all of the education that you've provided as well.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's why I think the difference is that we help you take your nutrition to the most optimal level to fix the immune system, but also accelerate your organ healing. And I do know just a lot of people just come to us. They also removed a lot of foods you remove, or they eat healthy, and we help them isolate what still they either not doing enough of to really accelerate their recovery. People go to a lot of doctors and doctors tell them that they can help them, but they don't. So how would you, what would you address that? Because people say that they've been promised a lot of things, especially for their health. Yes, I can help you, but then 4 months go by and they're still in the same spot. Like, has that happened to you?
Yeah, so with, I've just lost a lot of faith in like that, there's just so many different types of doctors out there, and there's, medicine. So like I went like for my, I've seen like a dermatologist where like I used to go for months where I would get steroids injected into my head to, help get my hair grow back, or I would take, these pills, whatever the case may be. And I just haven't I get steroids injected into my head and my hair would start growing back in one spot, but then it'd fall out. And they weren't solving the problem, they were solving the symptom, and it was ongoing. It didn't help. So that's, after seeing, tons of doctors, endocrinology, just all different doctors, that's when I went to the holistic doctor. And then that just, was crazy expensive and just so much going on. And so, wanted to try something different. So in fact, it's interesting because I did just have my regular doctor's appointment yesterday. And he's like, he goes, it's just so hard to know what to believe, what not to believe. You hear conflicting information everywhere you go, and I think I sent you the note about that. He's like, I don't know, do you eat beans? Do you not eat beans? Like you said, tomatoes were really healthy. And he's like, now I'm reading tomatoes aren't that healthy. He goes, there's just so much misinformation out there. And he goes, it's just very difficult to know who to believe and what not to believe.
Seen with a recent client who ANA basically went from 1,200 down to 180 in just 5 months. We worked with October, November, December, January, this is February. So it's been only 5 months. So there is not just reversal of symptoms, but antibodies too, and high inflammation markers. So I think that's really the key, because people can go into remission, but they still test positive for autoimmunity. And that's why I wanted you to continue your healing, because your thyroid numbers can improve, and your TP antibodies can disappear, and your hair can grow back and stay there. So,
right.
Okay. So I really appreciate you sharing your insight with us, because I do talk to so many people, and just wanted to get your feedback on it. Maybe what I could tell them differently, because I do explain that we work on your nutrition. It's been so great working with you, Kirsten. So I definitely want to, hear again from you to make sure that you're doing it and you're getting more results.
No, absolutely. You too. I really appreciate the program. Yes, always a little scary, but I'm super happy. I don't regret it. I would recommend it to anybody. And and like I said, I mean, I don't think you live that far from me. So I do like that you're, kind of in the area and, at least like understand what's around here. So so I think that's awesome.